Savannah Guthrie, a prominent figure in morning television, has been thrust into a deeply personal and harrowing situation with the disappearance of her mother, Nancy Guthrie. The 84-year-old woman was taken from her home under mysterious circumstances in the early hours of the morning, an event that has left the family in a state of profound distress. In a heartfelt video message shared with the public, Savannah opened up about the emotional toll this ordeal has taken on her and her siblings. She described the past weeks as a period of intense agony, filled with fear for her mother's safety, a deep ache from her absence, and an overwhelming sense of missing her presence in their daily lives. This candid expression of grief underscores the human side of public figures, reminding us that behind the on-screen poise lies vulnerability when faced with personal crises. In her message, Savannah acknowledged the painful possibility that her mother might no longer be alive. She spoke with a mix of resignation and faith, suggesting that if Nancy has passed, she is now in a peaceful place, perhaps rejoicing in the afterlife she believed in so strongly. This reference to her mother's spiritual convictions adds a layer of comfort amid the uncertainty, portraying Nancy as someone who lived with grace and courage. However, the family refuses to give up without answers. They yearn to know her whereabouts, to bring her home either for a joyful reunion or to properly honor her memory. This determination reflects a universal need for closure in cases of missing loved ones, where ambiguity prolongs suffering and hinders healing. To intensify their search efforts, the Guthrie family has significantly increased the reward offered for information that could lead to Nancy's recovery or the apprehension of those responsible. Initially set at a substantial amount, the reward has now been raised to an impressive $1 million. This escalation demonstrates their commitment to exhausting every avenue, hoping that the higher incentive will encourage anyone with knowledge to come forward. Such rewards are common in high-profile missing persons cases, serving as a catalyst to break silences and prompt tips that might otherwise remain unspoken. The family's decision to amplify the reward signals their unwavering hope and belief that public involvement could turn the tide. Beyond the reward for their own case, the Guthries have extended their generosity to support others in similar situations. They announced a generous donation of $500,000 to a national organization dedicated to aiding missing and exploited individuals, particularly children. This act of philanthropy highlights their awareness that their pain is not unique. Countless families endure the same torment of uncertainty and loss. By contributing to this cause, they aim to amplify the attention their story has garnered, channeling it toward broader assistance for those in need. It's a poignant reminder that even in personal tragedy, one can find ways to foster positive change, turning individual suffering into collective support. Savannah emphasized the family's persistent faith in the possibility of a miracle. Quoting her sister, she spoke of blowing on the embers of hope, a metaphor that evokes the delicate yet determined effort to keep optimism alive when circumstances seem dire. This mindset is crucial in sustaining morale during prolonged searches, where despair can easily take hold. The family's resilience is inspiring, showing how shared hope can unite siblings and extended relatives in a common purpose. Concluding her appeal, Savannah made a direct and emotional plea to the public. She urged anyone who might have hesitated to share information to view her message as a sign to act now. By coming forward, they could help facilitate either a miraculous return or a dignified farewell, allowing the family to celebrate Nancy's remarkable life. She described her mother as beautiful, brave, courageous, and noble, painting a picture of a woman whose legacy deserves proper recognition. This call to action is framed not just as a request for help but as an opportunity to be the light in the dark, a beacon of compassion in a time of shadow. The entire situation brings to light the complexities of dealing with abductions and disappearances. Families like the Guthries must navigate law enforcement protocols, media attention, and their own emotional turmoil. Savannah's role as a public figure adds another dimension, as her visibility can both aid the search through widespread awareness and intensify the pressure. Yet, her composure in sharing updates suggests a strength drawn from her professional experience and personal faith. Expanding on the reward increase, it's evident that financial incentives play a critical role in investigations. The jump from the initial amount to $1 million is strategic, designed to attract serious leads while demonstrating the family's resources and resolve. In many cases, such rewards have proven effective, leading to breakthroughs that reunite families or bring justice. The Guthries' approach combines this practical step with emotional appeals, creating a multifaceted strategy. The donation to the National Center further illustrates their broader perspective. Organizations like this provide essential services, from search coordination to support for affected families. By contributing, The Guthries ensure that their story contributes to systemic improvements, potentially preventing future heartaches or aiding ongoing cases. This altruism amid grief is commendable, showing how personal loss can inspire advocacy. Hope, as Savannah articulates, is fragile but vital. The embers metaphor suggests that even faint possibilities require nurturing. Families in similar situations often cling to small signs, maintaining vigils and campaigns long after initial media interest wanes. The Guthries' public updates keep the case alive, encouraging ongoing community involvement. In her plea, Savannah's words carry a sense of urgency and empathy. She recognizes that informants might fear repercussions or doubt the value of their knowledge, but reassures them that any detail could be pivotal. Celebrating Nancy's life, whether through reunion or memorial, emphasizes the human element, focusing on love and legacy rather than just resolution. Overall, this narrative reveals the depths of familial bonds and the resilience required to face uncertainty. The Guthries' actions inspire others to support missing persons' causes, fostering a community of empathy and action.